Support for this program is provided by Chevron. Demand for energy is projected to reach a record high in 2023 and will continue to rise in the future. To help keep up, Chevron is increasing their U.S. oil and gas production, and they're aiming to do it responsibly across their U.S. operations, including their Gulf of Mexico facilities, which are some of the world's lowest carbon intensity operations, helping supply energy that's affordable, reliable, and ever cleaner. That's energy in progress. Learn more at chevron.com/energy in progress.
On today's Smart 7, baby Killer Letby to die behind bars, wild weather continues and lots more. It's Tuesday the 22nd of August, it's World Entrepreneurs Day, and happy birthday Dua Lipa.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Child killer Lucy Letby has been given a whole life sentence for the murder of 7 babies and the attempted murder of 6 more. The former nurse will never be released from prison, as the judge described her deep malevolence bordering on sadism. The 33-year-old is one of only 3 women alive to have been given such a jail term in the UK.
There was premeditation, calculation and cunning in your actions. The great majority of your victims suffered acute pain as a result of what you did to them. They all fought for survival. Some, sadly, struggled in vain and died.
Letby refused to appear in court for the sentencing, which has led to debate on whether offenders should be forced to appear for such events. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak says it's disgraceful.
I think it's cowardly that people who commit such horrendous crimes do not face their victims, and we are looking at changing the law to make sure that that happens, and that's something that we'll bring forward in due course.
Meanwhile, discussion has begun about the government's non-statutory inquiry into the Letby case, as calls comes for it to be led by a judge to compel witnesses to give evidence. Children's Minister Claire Coutinho says speed is more important.
Having a statutory inquiry means you can compel evidence, but a non-statutory inquiry is often much quicker. And I think the really important thing is that we get to those lessons learned.
The Commons is still officially on holidays until September, but after by-election defeats, Rishi and company are busy firing out all kinds of initiatives. We've seen the launch of the Stop the Boats Week, NHS Week, and now a focus on childcare. It keeps things ticking over, but none of it has really gone to plan. Now, as Rishi's pledge to stop small boats by the next general election isn't looking too promising, the PM couldn't confirm if he will hit his target.
I want it to be done as soon as possible, but I also want to be honest with people that it is a complex problem. There's not one simple solution, and it can't be solved overnight, and I wouldn't be being straight with people if I said that was possible.
Meanwhile, former Labour Party advisor John McTernan isn't impressed. He says these themed weeks have been a disaster for the Tories and a series of own goals.
In the end, all these weeks could be called Out of Touch Week. Labour's right to stay quiet while these weeks are announced and they unravel, and then new stories come in.
The summer of climate extremes continues as this week catastrophic weather events hit North America. California experienced devastating flooding at the hands of Storm Hilary, as well as a 5.1 magnitude earthquake. Downgraded to a tropical storm by the time it hit land, Hilary still caused the heaviest hour of rain ever recorded in Palm Springs, and a state of emergency has been declared by California's governor. Thankfully, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass said things aren't looking too bad.
This was a coordinated, collaborative approach, and reports thus far indicate that as of right now, there have not been any deaths or significant risk of injury.
Canada didn't escape the wild weather either, with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announcing he's sending the armed forces to British Columbia to deal with wildfires.
The federal government is continuing to step up. We're there with Canadian Armed Forces resources. We're active in coordinating with regional and local governments to make sure people are safe. But there's a lot more to do, and we're going to continue to stay focused on that.
Volodymyr Zelensky has been on a whirlwind Baltic tour, including a visit to Denmark, where he made an address to the Danish parliament. The Ukrainian president thanked Denmark and the Netherlands after they announced they would supply a number of F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine in what he called a historic pledge. He also warned that if Russia's invasion is successful, other parts of Europe will be at risk from the Kremlin's military aggression.
All of Russia's neighbors are under threat if Ukraine does not prevail. Democracies of the world, each of them can become a target.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Arsenal drama with a penalty and a red card, and Love Island US is a bit of us.
Right after this.
The best time to get a great deal on a Jeep SUV is now during the Summer of Jeep event. Visit Jeep.com or your local Jeep brand dealer to find the perfect Jeep SUV for you. Now get 15% below MSRP for an average of $6,300 under MSRP on the purchase of a 2023 Jeep Cherokee Altitude Luxe. Not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. $6,300 average based on 15% below average MSRP from all 2023 Cherokee Altitude Luxe models in dealer stock. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery by 9/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Welcome back.
Monday Night Football saw Arsenal travel to Crystal Palace as the second weekend of the Premier League saw Brighton sitting on top of the table. Mikel Arteta's side didn't have it easy against Palace and 76-year-old manager Roy Hodgson. The game was decided by a 53rd minute penalty for Arsenal taken by Martin Odegaard, which gave them a 1-0 win. The Gunners though had to play almost 30 minutes with just 10 men after Arsenal's Tomiyasu got sent off after 2 yellow cards. Manager Arteta was impressed by the way his side stuck together and got the 3 points to go third.
I love to win like this. I love, first of all, the way we played the first half and the situation that we create against a team that is so difficult. I think they were ranked first in terms of what they conceded in open play, and we dominated the game. We conceded nothing.
Love comes in unexpected ways for Love Island US. The hit Brit dating show has blown up across the pond, where it's hosted by former Modern Family star Sarah Hyland, but now they've taken it a step further. The US version of Love Island has just seen a same-sex relationship blossom. ITV had previously said that a queer Love Island would be too logistically difficult, but it seems love has found a way in the USA.
I kept looking at you, I kept wanting to talk to you, and so I was like, I'm low-key down. Not low-key, I am down. So.
Yeah. I like people that bring out a fun side in me.
Yeah.
And I feel fun when I'm with you. I feel comfortable when I'm with you. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, those aren't like things that you find in people very often where you're like, you get to be somebody else when you're with them.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage, Anne Hathaway and Marisa Tomei. Not the first names that might come to mind when you think of a rom-com, but the unusual cast make for an interesting watch in new movie She Came to Me. The film casts Dinklage as an opera composer named Stephen suffering from a serious case of writer's block and a sexless relationship with Hathaway's therapist character Patricia. It all gets a bit complicated when he has a one-night stand with Tomei's character, who's intense and a bit crazy, but not in a good way. It hits cinemas on September 29th.
Your tugboat captain came to see me. I'm in love.
No!
Just admit that I had a magic effect on you.
My imagination came up with the story. My talent wrote the music. I mean, you don't kill men and eat them, do you?
Well, I haven't yet.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes. We'll give you the world.
The United States Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization. Border Patrol agents enjoy great pay, outstanding federal benefits, and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives for newly appointed agents. If you are looking for a way to serve something greater than yourself, consider the United States Border Patrol. Learn more online at cbp.gov/careers/USBP. That's cbp.gov/careers/USBP.